Russia doesn't seem appealing anymore, given that Assad is on house arrest. So Putin doesn't seem to be very like he's not treating Assad very well. So that doesn't look like a place that you want to go to anymore. The fact that I got a lot of reports that many of the defectors are going to Afghanistan. To me, it shows how so many of their other plans have failed that they're going to Afghanistan. Pakistan, I don't know. I haven't heard reports of that. I'm pretty sure some of them would want to go to Pakistan. Afghanistan is the main destination, and that is not an ideal place to go. So the fact that they're looking at Afghanistan and potentially Pakistan, and this, you say, like, how is this a problem that we're going to have to deal with for sure? Like, these people are not going to, we're not going to Thanos snap these people and make them all evaporate. With the fall of the Islamic Republic, a lot of these people will continue to exist for decades and decades to come, and they will be a pain in the ass to deal with for many decades to come. Like, I could pretty much see some of them becoming terrorist groups. You know, some of them will stay in Iran and do their terrorist activities in Iran. Some of them will go and create base of operations in Afghanistan or Pakistan or in other places, Latin America, maybe not Venezuela, but in other places in Latin America they might go to. But again, this is a much smaller problem that we have to deal with right now, like with the Islamic Republic right now. The most important thing that happens is that we are taking away the entire resources of a country away from them. All the oil and gas, all of that infrastructure, all the tax revenue, all the industries that they had full monopoly and control over. So they're not going to completely evaporate, but one of the most, like, they have the terrorists around the world have been using Iran as their own personal ATM, right? So they're not going to completely go away, but we're taking their main source of wealth and their main base of operations away from them. That's a huge damage to them. Getting Iran out of their hands and giving it back to the Iranian people. Not only are we taking their ATM away from them, we're taking the oil and gas money of Iran that has been fueling their terrorism away from them. Now that oil and gas is going to be spent on the military operations and intelligence operations designed to find, hunt them down, and eliminate them. So this is going to be a double effect. One, they're going to lose the oil and gas and all the other money that comes from Iran, all the other wealth of Iran, but also now their enemies are going to have full access to that. And the same money that they use to terrorize Jews is now going to be used to terrorize them and hunt them down. And we Iranian people are going to basically copy what the Jews did to the Nazis after they had Israel. Like, just because just because the World War II stopped and Israel got the country back, it didn't mean that they stopped, right? They remembered the people who were hunting them down. And after World War II, Israel, Mossad but they went Nazi hunting, and they went and found all the people who were oppressing them and killing them, and they took them out one by one. We Iranians are going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be hunting these people down. And in fact, we want them to escape right now. If you think that them escaping is a problem, it's not a problem. We actually want to make sure that they have an escape route, because when you're fighting them, if they think that there's no way to escape, they will stay and fight, and they will kill more Iranians. We actually want to give them an exit door, so that instead of fighting, they're running away. And then eventually, once they run, the problem of finding them and hunting them down, that's a problem that we have to deal with another day. Today, we prefer that they have an escape route. And this actually might be part of the reason why Israel and United States are not doing military operations in Khorasan. Like, if you look at a map of all the military operations by Americans and Israelis, Americans are mostly focused on the south, Israelis are focused on the west, northwest, and Tehran. But you see, like, east, especially northeast, there's like not much military operations there, right? And I think that they're signaling to them that this is your safe area. Abandon Tehran, go over there, as a way to capture. They're trying to give them an escape route so that we could get Tehran. It might be because of that. So yeah,
Okay.
what do you
Well,
think?
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah,
answering.
yeah. Well, thank you. Great, good question, by the way, and welcome again to the community. And
Thank you.
Jeffrey
No,
wanted to.
I am.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Well,
totally, I
oh,
totally I'm sorry, I just last word and I'm gonna let Jeff talk.
Yeah.
I totally understand why Israel and America has to do it. It's long overdue. I really hope the war will end with the best outcome for the Iranian people. And because if it's the best outcome for the Iranian people, it's the best outcome for the rest of the world. Again, we live in a small world right now. So people who says, but foreign oil in the soil don't go, guys, where are you living? Where what? Like those people, I guess, well, maybe don't understand the what we're dealing with. Yeah, it's hard, but the fish for all.
Thank you.
I'm shutting up now.
Well, thank you. Good question. And Jeffrey, do you want to add something to that?
Yeah. India, you did. First off, that's a very beautiful name, and those were really insightful questions. If I can just add real quick, because Armin touched on a lot of it. So you were irritated regarding what you saw online, and that again, it is indicative of the soft power battle narrative element that increasingly defines the outcomes of contemporary security concerns, right? National will. And subsequently, the fact that you are engaged in that part of that battle says something very beautiful about you. As far as the concern you raised regarding the Mullah regime moving to other areas outside of Iran in attempts to like save residual elements and of the regime and or reconstitute themselves, that's a very legitimate concern. That concern is sometimes referred to within geopolitical or geostrategic parlance and or national security parlance as the balloon effect and or competitive adaptation. Balloon effect, if I put pressure on an opposition or an adversary in this area, it's like you squeeze the balloon, the air goes to the part you're not squeezing. So that's very true. And Armin actually outlined in no insignificant manner some of the elements that the broader anti-Mullah Iranian and or Persian diaspora is pursuing to indeed do to Mullah douchebags what Israelis and Jews very much did to the Nazi regime after the fall of Nazi Germany. Like that, those lines of effort are already in play. Armin's also correct in the sense that you have to weigh relative risk, right? It's true. Like, the bad guys are going to do what they're going to do to try and save themselves. That said, as it stands right now, the Mullah regime has had a large portion, I mean, almost all of its traditional assets eliminated. So they have no oil, they have no gas. We're getting ready to grab all the 140 million barrels that are on the ocean, right? So they don't even have that. Karg Island's 90% of their export, and that has between 18 and 30 million barrels of oil there. Their military infrastructure has been completely obliterated. So no strategic radar, no air defense, no aircraft, no air force, no navy. Like their headquarters are blown up. Their leadership's been obliterated. Like they are not in a good. They are really hurting, right? For good reason. So I mean, you can't you can't let the potential for competitive adaptation not like paralyze you from taking action against a threat that is increasingly growing and or is now getting ready to harm you. It's almost like saying I don't want it. So people who try to make that argument, it's like akin to like saying, well, this patient has cancer, so because you're going to have to cut them open to like remove the cancer surgically, and that cut is a wound on their body. We don't want to do that, because that's an added wound. Well, yeah, the cancer has got to get removed though, right? There was actually a very interesting Israeli podcaster that mentioned that. And finally, to the last point you brought, again, you were very insightful. One of the things, one of the insightful points you brought up. So one of the main things that offsets or refutes non-interventionists anywhere is the fact that the operational impact of global socioeconomic and technological trends results in the fact that you cannot live in the world and live apart from it. There is no making fortress blah. You are going to engage with the world. Even if you choose to not engage with the world will still engage with you. So it's not between engage or not engage. It's deciding how you choose to engage the world. Those were all really, really insightful comments and questions. That's like super impressive. Well done.